Okay, now you know. What does that really mean? And this is day 2 of Teens and Sex, and I'm bringing you this amazing topic. You're a big girl and you're a big boy. Are you really big? And you know, in many of the secondary school, people start referring to you as big girl and big boy. They feel you now have the sense to make some certain decisions. And so today, to not be as usual, I actually did an interview with some teenagers, and I would love you to watch this and hear what this teenager has to say before I continue.
They've changed the real meaning of what being a big girl is. They've defined being a big girl as someone who has material things, someone who probably has a car or someone taking care of them. But I see being a big girl as someone who can stand on their own two feet, on their own, someone who is independent and confident and can do their own things without needing a man to do it for them. That's how I see a big girl. That's why I said I'm a big girl.
Does being a big girl means you don't want to obey rules any longer? Does being a big girl means you're not free to have a boyfriend? Does being a big girl means you no longer have control? Does being a big girl means you are not accountable to anyone? So
I'm not accountable. I don't get to be rules. No. I said earlier that being a big girl means being able to stand on your 2 feet. So it means also having an important image or reputation. So if you are known as somebody that does not obey rules or is not accountable for what you do, definitely you are no longer a big girl. You are just immature. Yes. And also, does it mean not having a boyfriend? Everybody has their own decisions, has their own choices. So if you decide to be as a big girl, if you decide to have a relationship, this is your choice. Personally, I don't see it as a big deal. But if I want to, it does not change the fact that I am still a big girl.
thank you so much.
Alright, I'll actually pick out one or two things I learned from what that lady has said. And she said being a big girl means you can actually take your stand and make some certain decisions that will benefit your life, even as a big girl. Okay, and she said something about relationship that she doesn't really, it's based on choice. And one thing that I think is standing out for me is the ability for you to be mature, is the ability for you not to be swept by peer pressure, is the ability not for you to jump into the arms of one guy in quotes, or in the name of you trying to prove to them that you are a big girl. It's the ability for you not to make some stupid decisions just because you want to prove that you're a big girl. It's the ability for you to be accountable. It's the ability for you to still be respectful. Remember that you were giving rules while you were in secondary school. You were giving rules while with your parents, while everybody think you are small. And now those rules are actually what will guide you, even as a big girl. You know, at this stage of your life, everybody starts shouting that you're a big girl.